All right, so the numbers have stopped ticking, so I think, we're good and we'll start now. Good evening, my name is Deanne Adams, and welcome to our webinar this evening. We have our group here ready to give you lots of information. Before I turn it over, I just want to go over a few logistics. If you have questions, please use the Q&A button, which you'll find in your bottom of your toolbar. Click on that and I will field questions to our panelists. So thank you. And now I'm going to introduce the president of the American Tennis Association, Roxanne Aaron.
Good evening. I am so excited to have all of you join us. And I know you're excited because next week is the start of the American Tennis Association 104th Nationals. We've been around 106 years and we have done a lot of great things. And I'm not going to take the time of tonight because I know there's other important things you want to hear about next week. But please go to our website and look up the history of all the wonderful heroes and sheroes that have come through our doors and have played tennis. So I'm going to introduce you to the folks that have spent over months and months of planning a wonderful time for you in Orlando next week. The first person I want to introduce, his name is Jake Bryan, and Jake is the tournament director for the Juniors and Open. Eric Graves is the tournament director for the adults and the NTRP. Shelly Licorice is our national chair that will be able to share some information with you. And also, I want to introduce you from the USTA. We have two people, Tony and Shelly from the USTA, that will give you a conversation to talk to you about the events and also all the protocols that will be going on next week. So stay tuned. So do we want, Jake, do you want to-
We have the events team as well, right? Kim and...
Yes, Kim.
Yeah, we have Kim. Yep, Kim.
It's me. Yep.
Yep. Okay,
Yep.
so first we have Jake. Jake, do you want to go over the rules and regulations for the junior tournament, please?
Well, yeah, it's a level 5 junior tournament. We actually have flighted sections in it because of the amount of entries that have gone over what we thought would be 32. It's going to be 2 sets, regular scoring, tiebreaker at 6-all. In lieu of a third set, it'll be a 10-point match tiebreaker. All the back draws in the consolation will be 8-game pro sets, no ad scoring. The adult.
Jake,
Yes.
can you explain to the participants what flights mean for those who might not be knowledgeable?
When you get originally level 5, when you have doubles, is only allowed a 32 draw, but one of the USGA representatives said we would go up to 48 and flight those, which would be 3 flights. However, the entries soared way above that, and we flighted it into a few flights into 4 sections, and it's flighted by ranking. Therefore, if you're a beginning type player, you'll be in a beginning type flight. So you're not going to run into the #1 player in the tournament in the first round. Each flight will be its own draw. For example, in the boys 14s, we have 4 flights. It'll be an individual draw. There won't be any playoff. It's not like the 10 and unders where we have a multitude of round robins and then a playoff at the end. It's pretty exciting, really, that they've allowed this many players to enter. Unfortunately, we weren't allowed to do alternates or anyone fill in because of the time constraints on the sanction as well as the court allotment. But we haven't had many withdrawals at all, so it's going to be pretty exciting, I think. As far as the open division, the draws will be posted for the juniors, the singles only, on Friday, which is tomorrow, in the evening. They'll give you your starting time. We're starting it Monday morning at 8 o'clock, 7:45 check-in, and running till probably 6 or 6:30 that night. We have a court compaction issue until about 12:30 or 2, which means we'll pick up more courts, which will help out. And we do have 20 courts throughout the rest of the tournament. The singles will run from Monday through Wednesday, depending on weather, and hopefully not have to run into Thursday morning. The doubles draws will be posted Monday evening. That allows people to pair up and get their partners. We'll have a sign in on Sunday when you show up. I'll have a sign in there for people who are looking for partners. I have a list already compiled. Then the doubles will start on Wednesday afternoon and run into Thursday. That's in conjunction with the 10 and under tournament, which runs the 27th and 28th as well, which is, as you know, it's a green dot tournament. The open division will start on the 29th and run to the 31st. We have a full 32 draw in the men's, and I believe 21 in the women. And we have open and mixed doubles in that event as well. And that'll round out the weekend. The open draws and everything will be posted as well as on Monday. And the format is the same. The only thing that would ever cause a problem with the amount of people that we have in this event and the multiple events are running is if weather's a problem. The good thing about that is that we can always go into no ad scoring or even short sets if we have to. Hopefully we won't have to. We were able to pick up a few extra courts through ALEC today, 6 extra courts in the college section of the courts. That's about it.
Jake, I don't know if you can help hear me because my internet is getting an error message here, but someone wanted to know what divisions are being flighted. Can you give that?
Yeah, I can. It's the boys 14s, 16s, and 18s, and the girls 16s, I believe. I apologize that my computer's down, but I have
Yes,
it.
the girls. You told me it was the girls 16. Yes.
Yeah, that. So those are flighted. 3 of them have 4 flights, and the other ones have 3 flights. That's quite a bit.
And then someone wanted to know if there's going to be a back draw, which is the consolation, and can you just respond to that?
Yeah, consolation will be in the singles. There's no consolation in the doubles, whether it be the adult, mixed, or men's and women's open. There'll be no consolation in those doubles divisions. However, in the singles divisions, there will be. It's an 8-game pro set, no ad scoring.
Okay, and Jake is talking for the juniors, so I'm going to have Eric come in now and talk a little bit about the adults, and then followed by Shelley and then Kim. Eric? And if you could turn on your video, that'd be great. I know Jake is having issues with his video. Shelley, if you could turn on your camera, please, Shelley.
I will turn it on now as I'm filling in, sorry. So just filling in on that, yes, consolation for the adults. Also, match schedule, as we talked for the adults, this year, as last year, we had a lot of issues with heat and things like that with the adults, depending on the age group. So players, the older adults will be playing earlier in the morning than everybody else. So for example, if we have the 80s and 70s, they will be playing at 8 a.m. in the morning and then moving through the other age groups in the adults so that we have, we could compensate for that. I don't know about anywhere else, but in New York, we're at a heat advisory, and I believe Florida is always heated. So looking at that for the age group players is just a little different when we are scheduling the matches. Our scoring is the same, just as the juniors, 2 sets, 2 tiebreak sets, 10-point tiebreak in lieu of a 3rd set as well. And we do have consolation, which will be an 8-game pro set. And like Eric said, it's a little tricky pairing up adults. We, you know, on both on the junior and the adult side, had issues with pairing up players, but working on that. but the draws will be posted by tomorrow. Deanne, any other questions you think?
No? Okay, so some of these questions are for Jake. Jake, someone wants to know the total number of juniors in this year's tournament, and I think either you and Shelley can answer that. For those of you,
321.
321.
Mhm.
And just so people know, they want to know why we're having doubles so late. This is always the way that our tournaments are set up. We have the first 3 days of singles and the next days of doubles. That's just
Yeah, the biggest reason there is that, number one, a lot of your singles players are playing doubles. So naturally, you want to get the majority of the main draw, the singles, out of the way before you start the doubles. Plus, you have a back draw. So you have a very, very tough scheduling problem, whether you're doing it manually or on a computer, as to fit in matches. So once we scale down by, Wednesday afternoon, we should be able to throw some doubles in there pretty comfortably. Majority of the players at that point it'll be down to hopefully semifinals and finals, depending on weather, naturally. That's the biggest reason. It's a little different than other level fives, but you've run your tournament this way for years, and that's fine. The 10 and unders will be also a Wednesday and Thursday slot, the 27th and 28th. And then the 29th through the 31st will be the adult open. They wanted to have the open and the tournament. And we spread it out over 3 days. Like I said, it'll be pretty easy to work with the heat index, because that is a real thing you have to worry about. As far as signing up for doubles, this allows people who cannot pair themselves up, who haven't gotten the contact information, an opportunity on Sunday and Monday to try and pair up. Like I said, I'll have a list there. You can also go check in the junior tournament right now, which is you can view participants and try to get hold of partnerships that way. It gives them an opportunity to play a little bit more.
From the adult standpoint, the age groups, we have about 170 in the age group, 60 in the NTRP.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Another question that we have, Jake, is for you. They wanted to know if the boys 12 could be flighted because they have about 32 players in there. Can you respond to that?
No, it's a 32 set draw. If we had gone over 32, we would have flighted it. We did not flight the 32 draw because that was what the sanctions requires, a 32 draw. It is, I've already done the seeding. It's done by ranking, the USTA rankings, the player rankings, not UTR and not the new WTN program either. It's the standard USTA ranking. But no, when you have a 32 draw, as far as what a level 5 allows, we're running a 32 draw there. We're not going to flight that.
All right, thank you. For all of our players, juniors and adults, we do require an ATA membership. So if you haven't done that yet, please do that. We'll be checking for that for check-in. Check-in is mandatory because we're trying to keep the crowds down on Monday. So we're asking everyone who can to check in on Sunday. We're also having a tournament meeting on Sunday. The next question is for Jake. What is the rationale behind the 8-game process? Is it a court issue or increased
Court compaction issue and a time factor. To be honest with you, the singles is overbooked. And once we allowed it to get up to 48 participants without able to have alternates or fill-ins, it went over. And certainly with people who are flying out of town, had to make arrangements. It was decided that we would flight these. 8-game pro set for a back draw is simply for court compaction issues and timing.
And can you explain the constellation process?
Yeah, it's first match losers consolation, which means your first match played. Means if you have a bye in your first round and you lose to a person that came out of the first round, you still will go into the back draw. So you're guaranteed of 2 singles matches. And it's like I said, it's 8-game process. The consolation, you know, as long as you keep winning, you can get a trophy.
Exactly. Someone has a question about the start date for adult doubles 70s and 75, but Shelley, we haven't done the draw yet to know that answer, right?
No, the draw will be done, and it will be done by tomorrow for the doubles.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, it'll be done by tomorrow and probably, you know, posted on Saturday. So when we're looking at doubles, you know, the same thing, you know, as the juniors, looking to try, we always try to get a lot of the singles into like that second round, you know what I mean? After the first round, play second round of play and then start doubles. So there might be some doubles starting Tuesday afternoon, but probably Wednesday morning.
This is for the adults, 70.
The adults.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the adults.
Okay.
So we're looking to get them started on Tuesday because, you know, the draws, you know, the adult draws are, you know, are pretty good, you know, first round, second round. We're not too bad on those draws. You know, it's a 16 draw versus a 32 where you're looking at the open. We don't have 32 draws with the adults. So we probably will get started with the adult doubles probably Tuesday afternoon. We're looking at.
Yes, our main issue with the adults is scheduling. A lot of people are coming in at different times. That's probably why you got the question for when the 70s doubles is starting. So that's why I've gotten a lot of requests from is can I adjust the draw for this, you know, that this or that reason. So
yeah, but we should be, you know, I would say Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday morning for those doubles play. And that's also because the same thing as Jake says, you know, our court issue, when we start off on Monday, we're not starting off with the full amount of courts. We get the full amount at 2 p.m. And so that's also a reasoning behind it as well. That's pushing us a little bit into that Wednesday a.m. slot.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I am going to have you go into, just for the lack of time, Shelley, can you talk a little bit about the events? Yes.
Okay, I will start off with our Sunday event, which I also see a question of it already, Deanne, with the USPTR Level 1 certification, which is from 9 a.m. To 2 p.m. That will happen on the courts as well as in the classroom.
Okay.
And so they're all set for that in a sense. Someone's asking what will be covered and how much certification we'll be able to go through. As far as I know, they'll be able to go through the entire certification that's needed for that level 1.
That level 1, yeah.
Which, yeah, it's a level 1 certification. Yep. And there's also within that, they're going to do an assistant coaches session. So we're looking for high schoolers. They're looking for high schoolers who are looking to get into that coaching realm. As far as the assistant coaches go. And hopefully, you know, we'll get a few high schoolers registered there so they're able to be assistant coaches, and then they'll be able to go on to, you know, coach tennis at their local park and rec program and make some money as they move forward in their careers. And of course, giving them that expertise to move forward within the USPTR certification process. And that's Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We also have, of course, the explosive event, which is midnight tennis, which doesn't really start midnight, but that event is very, very, what should I say, Deanne? It's very popular. It's a great, great event. When anybody does explosive, they talk about it over and over again. I know those guys very well, and those sessions are sold out. So if you haven't signed up for it, they are already sold out. On Monday, we don't have what we call events because that's the first day of the tournament, and we want to make sure that that matches get played. So we do start off on Tuesday with our junior education session, which is really a great session. And that session, we call it a junior education session, but both and parents could also attend that. It's maximizing your potential. If you're considering playing tennis in college and beyond, this is a session you should attend. You'll hear from coaches. You can ask questions about that. We have really, really good presenters from there. We have Troy Hahn, who's the men's tennis coach at Purdue University. We have Larry Strickland, who's the former Howard men's coach. And we also have a team coming in called Arise Foundation that started from an athlete who went to Temple University, who worked for USTA. And that group is really good. They're going to show you how to maneuver if you're looking to for your junior to get into college tennis. They're going to show you how to start that, how to start the recruiting process. As a student athlete, are you sure your child is on the right academic path? And show you how to manage that college process with your child. So, and if you're wanting to save money for college, recruiting coordinators, this foundation is really excellent. So you'll get some information on that. So that session is really, really going to be good. As well as the parent session from 4 to 5 p.m., which will also cover what we call Parenting Your Champion. We show you how to go through this high performing environment with your junior, just the challenges that you have to go through. And our national coaches, Lori Riffis, will show you how to go through that. She's excellent as to how you also go through the type of tournaments that your juniors should be picking to go through. Larry Strickland will also be there, and also just showing you as your junior goes through the process, you see juniors going into the USTA player development, how they get in there, all those things will be answered for you in that session. So that's excellent for the parents. Thursday, we have our Kids Day, where we invite local programs to come out. They come out and they have their own Kids Day on court, and as well as they really stick around and watch the juniors play, because what we want is the players at that beginner level to see the levels that they can reach to when they see other juniors playing on court. So that's really an exciting day for local programs to come out and see the ATA tournament juniors. Really, really good. And on Friday, we have Love Serving Autism, which is one of our adaptive programs. And they will be also going through a session on court, pickleball courts, as well as padel courts at USTA National Campus. But they as well will also be able to watch play going on the courts. We also have our coaches, what we call CUI session. If someone is interested in becoming a coach, as well as other opportunities. Not everybody wants to teach tennis on court or become a coach. So we're showing you different avenues, whether you could work for USTA in all different realms. You could work for a tennis event. You could work for the US Open. Those kinds of things are going to be covered in that session on Friday from 2 to 3:30. And this year we bring back our player development tour. We have 2 tours, one at 2 o'clock and one at 6 p.m. in the evening. So you will get a tour of the entire national campus behind the scenes, as well as player development. And sometimes you're lucky enough that there are players working out that you get to see them. You can, of course, interact and talk to them, but you'll be able to see what the pro players come out and work out at player development, as well as the high level juniors come out and work out. So looking forward for all of you attending those sessions if you can. We do know that the players are playing, so hopefully, parents, you could kind of maneuver the schedule where you can come to those sessions and get the information. And also what we're looking forward to is the ATA Nationals is a full week event. And parents, I know you're out there, you're watching your kids, you bring family members. Just want to let you know, if you have siblings who are coming, they can also attend the Kids Days. that we're doing, so they can be there and enjoy the ATA, as well as we have volunteer opportunities. If someone wants to volunteer and help us out during the week for different things at the tournament desk, being court monitors, we welcome you to help us during the week. So we look forward to seeing you. Deanne, I hope I didn't take too long.
No, that was fine. I think that was fine, Shelley. One of the questions that we're getting, however, is the check-in on Sunday, which we have listed as 2 to 4, but some of our staff will be there from 12 o'clock if you want to come earlier. And like I said, we're asking people to check in on Sunday to make sure that the lines are not long on Monday and that you get to your events on time. The other thing is that at 4 o'clock that day, the tournament directors will be there and will have information. And all of the wonderful events that Shelley has talked about are on our website. I've been emailing endlessly to everyone. So if you're not getting a newsletter from us that lists the events and the RSVPs, you can reach me at dadams@yourata, and I'll make sure you get the information. For some other events that are outside of the tournament, we'll have our annual members meeting on Sunday, and we have our ATA Gala. It's our ACE Awards, and we are honoring some of the tennis greats like Billie Jean King and Katrina Adams and Larry Strickland, to name a few. And that's going to be on Thursday night. It's a semi-formal event. Again, tickets to that is also available on our website. Just looking to see if there's any other questions about this that we didn't answer. Somebody wants to know the single 70 plus play 2 matches in a day. Shelley?
Usually at the Nationals, we don't play 2 matches a day. We'll look at the draw sheet, but usually we don't play 2 matches a day with singles. But I'll revisit that. But usually we only play 1 match a day with the ATA Nationals in the adult section.
Okay, great. And Jake, someone wanted to know how many seeds are in the 14s. I don't know if you know that offhand.
I believe that there are in the 16 draws, there's 4 seeds in each draw.
We're not disqualifying anyone who don't check in, but if you're not going to check in, let us know. And we'd really appreciate it if you could check in. The other thing that we have here is we heard when the draw is going to be posted. And I think that is it, that I've gotten all the questions.
Maybe a reminder about the USTA sanction form that's on the top of the website of all the tournaments.
Yes, I did. I gave them all of that, and I'm putting in my email here if you need to reach me for anything throughout the event. I'll put you in touch with any of the speakers if you have any questions directly for them as well. So we have at our tournament is a little different. It's been around since 1916. Our first tournament was in 1917, and our tournament has juniors playing as well as adults. The adults will be playing on the clay courts, and the juniors are playing on the hard court.
Except for the adult open.
So except for the adult open, yes, thank you, Jake. So, you know, there's going to be a lot going on, and we have a lot of people, and we're just excited about the excitement. It's always fun, and it's more than just a tournament. That's why you hear Shelley telling you about all the events. We really want to educate and help foster the love of tennis for all of our junior players. Kim, I'm going to bring you on to kind of talk a little bit about the logistics of being at the center.
Great. Good evening, everybody. We look forward to welcoming you to the USTA National Campus next week. The campus is a public facility that opened 5 years ago. It's on 64 acres, and we have 98 courts in total. Just a couple of housekeeping items. The The National Campus will open every day at 6:45 a.m. So plenty of parking outside. Campus waiver, this is something that everyone that's taking part needs to fill out.
It's open. I'm coming. I just got to finish this call.
I think Eric might need to be muted. Deanne, has the waiver been sent out to everybody? Yes.
Yeah, we're going to be sending that out. We're going to be sending a welcome message out, but Jake sent out your waiver with when he closed the draw, but we'll be sending it out again to make sure everybody signs all the waivers.
Yeah, it's on the heading of of all the events. It's in there with the link.
Okay, perfect. So if no one can take the court unless they have completed that waiver. Hydration, this is a big one. As we said earlier, it is very hot in Florida. Please bring your refillable water containers. We have fill stations all over the campus. We will also have water on every other court and around the check-in area. So please bring those containers. Please bring your cooling towels and anything else you may need. We do have trainers on site, but we hope they're not as busy as they were last year. They're located on the opposite side of the tournament administration building and available if you do need them. But hydration shouldn't just start during your match. It really needs to start the night before. I think that's one thing that kids and the adults don't realize, that hydration needs to start the day before your match. So make sure you're taking in enough fluids to compete in the 95-degree temperatures. We do have a restaurant on site, the Netpost Grill. It will open every day at 7:30 in the morning. It will be open till 7 p.m. Through Wednesday, and then it will close a little bit earlier the next couple of days. So they'll have breakfast items, beverages, lunch items, sandwiches, salads, the grill, plenty of options for you so you don't have to leave site to get lunch. We also have in the Welcome Center the racket bar and our pro shop. So if you need any stringing done, we do have those services on site. We also have an extensive pro shop for rackets, balls, anything else you might need, shoes, clothing. So that's open every day from 8 to 5 p.m. Play site. Most of our courts, we do have play site on all the courts. Sometimes it can go out based on storms and different things. To watch this online for your family and friends that may be at home, if you go to our website at the National Campus website and click on the Watch tab, you can watch, your family and friends can watch you playing at the National Campus. There's also a QR code on the side fence to record the match. The campus does not save the recordings, but if you do want a copy of your match, make sure you do that before the start of your match. The other thing that happens a lot during this time of year is red alert, lightning and rain. So in the event we do have a storm and we go into red alert, you will hear a loud siren. At that point, you will need to go to the Netpost Grill, the Welcome Center, or to your car. No one can be outside during red alert for safety purposes. When the all clear happens, you will hear another siren, and then you'll be able to move around outside. And if we do go into rain delays, the tournament director will communicate those the timing on that for everybody. I know that was a lot, so if there's anybody has any questions, please put those in the chat. Deanne, you can read those. If there's anything I've forgotten, just let me know.
No. So thank you. That was great. Are you hearing me, Kim? Okay, thank you, Kim. That was good. The last thing I wanted to say is a couple of questions have come in about membership, and yes, it's required to have an ATA membership in order to play in our tournament. So if you haven't done so, please visit our website and fill out a membership form. It's only $15 for juniors. I'm not seeing any other questions. Is there anything that we missed? Shelley?
Roxanne, Deanne, I see someone had, can you please advise the number of players in the men's open? Did we answer that?
Yeah, 32.
That's what I thought.
In singles, we have a full 32 draw.
Okay. And Roxanne has her hand raised. I don't know if that's accidental.
It's accidental.
The host hotel for the USTA will be the residence in Lake Ona. We have people staying at the residence in as well as the courtyard. But our annual meeting will be held at the Wave, as well as the gala will be at the Wave. Unfortunately, we're taking up the majority of the courts. There may be practice courts on Sunday, but you're going to have to reach out directly to the USTA campus to get that. Kim, can you give some information on how to reserve a practice court?
Sure, they can go on the website and reserve it through the website, but we are challenged on Sunday due to the GLOW event set up and the PTR training and the other Florida event going on. So there aren't going to be a lot of options for practice on Sunday on site. And then as far as the hotel goes, I know the hotels have told me this morning that they're sold out on Sunday night. So if you all are in need of hotel rooms, the Wave has opened up some rooms at a rate of $209. Deanne, I can send you the link to book that directly to get that $209 night rate if anyone is in need of a hotel room.
Where is that, Kim? What hotel?
At the Wave Hotel.
Okay. Yeah, definitely send us the link.
Okay.
And then the other thing that I wanted to let people know is that there's an awesome opportunity for volunteerism. So if you have any high school kids that are attending and they want to participate, we have lots of opportunities to volunteer and they would get service hours. So one is to assist Tony in the Community Kids Day. Another one is to help out with our 10 and under tournament. And then last, we invite high schoolers to come over and maybe play with some of the kids in the Love Serving Autism Fun Day. So if you're interested in volunteering, see us at the tournament desk and sign up. I also sent out a thing about volunteering on our email this morning. So please sign up to help. And so high school kids will get volunteer hours.
I would like to say,
I have one more thing to say, one more thing before you say something, Roxanne.
Okay.
Kim, can you talk about BEEP?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you get the welcome letter. There's information on the shuttle schedule. It does run every half hour during the event days, so you can check that out. In addition, the Tavistock area, which is the hotels and BEEP and all the restaurants, Drive Shack, are offering this event some discounts at the restaurants. There's a QR code and some information that will also be in the welcome letter, as well as in our lobby with a QR code where you can take advantage of those discounts throughout the week that you're here at our local Lake Nona establishment. So please take advantage of that if you can.
And lastly, there is discounts on, show your pass. So if you show your badge, you'll be able to get discounts. The Orlando Tourism Board set up a website just for us. I will put that also in the chat. All of this will be on your welcome letter, but there are discounts there. So if you're trying to plan a family vacation around visiting us at the tournament, check that site out and see if you get any great deals on anything. We do have a membership database, so we will know if your membership is current. And so if you have a question about your membership, just contact me directly and I can let you know what we have on file for you. We will be sending a copy of this recording and it will be posted on the tournament page as well. So everyone who RSVP'd will get a link to the recording.
Deanne, I just want to say that the adults are $25. I know you mentioned adults.
No, I didn't.
You didn't mention?
No, I said the juniors. I only did the juniors.
Oh, yeah. So let some of the adults know there's $25 membership, annual membership. And you can stop at the desk on Sunday. And if you haven't taking care of that membership, you can stop at the desk on Sunday, and we'll be glad to take that money from you, your membership from you. Also, the gala, there's a cutoff date that because we're not going to be selling tickets at the door for the gala. So Deanne, what is that cutoff date? Is that cutoff date? Did we decide
Monday.
it will be Monday?
Monday
The
night.
cutoff date is Monday for the gala. Our seats are limited, and so we're encouraging people to, if you're very interested in coming to this event, which is going to be an exciting event, definitely get your tickets by Monday.
And the check-in is going to take place at the National Campus. And Shelley, will we be in the multipurpose room on Sunday? I believe we're going to be in the multipurpose room on Sunday.
I'm sorry, Deanne, I didn't hear what you said.
The check-in on Sunday is going to be at the multipurpose room, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Shelley, for those of you, I did not give her proper introduction. Shelley is our tournament chair. So you'll see her buzzing around the tournament for the next 10 days. And then the other thing that I wanted to tell you is that the practice sports, you must contact the USTA National Campus, their desk, their welcome desk, not us. We have nothing to really do with that. And I think that we've covered anything. I don't know if there's any last questions, or Roxanne, do you want to give any parting words?
I don't have, the only thing I want to say is I look forward to seeing all of you. You'll see Deanne and I also running around for the next week. And you get a chance to just to stop and say hello, because I would like to meet you and talk to you, and then and hope that you are enjoying your visit with us next week. So that's it for us. That's it for me. See you next week, everyone.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice evening, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
See ya.
Thank you.